Good morning, everyone, and welcome to What's New Wednesday at Kimberbell. If you are listening to this on the podcast, you are listening to Machine Embroidery with Kimberbell. But if you are here on YouTube or Facebook, you are watching What's New Wednesday. Oh, it's good to be back with you this week. Who do I have joining with me today? It looks like Dawn from rainy Wisconsin and Kelly from central Louisiana, where she says it's sunny and 87 degrees. Wow, that's crazy, Kelly. It's getting a little cooler around this part of the world here, and thus the flannel comes out. I love it. Hi, Marianne from Colorado and Bernadette from Schaumburg, Illinois. Good morning, Cindy from Puyallup, Washington, and Kathy from North Pole, Florida. Did I read that right? Northport. Okay. North Pole. That would be kind of cool, right? Northport, Florida. Oh my goodness. Hi, Chris from Phoenix and Tina from East Texas. Good morning. Let's see. Kim Enriquez from Kansas City. Hello, my friend. And Kathleen from Brighton, Colorado. Good morning, Heidi from Snohomish, Washington. Eileen from Connecticut. Teresa from New Jersey. And the list goes on. Oh my goodness. It's so good to be back with you this week. Although I did have a great week last week. I had the opportunity to go up to northern part of upstate, I guess you would call it, New York, and spend some time there. I got to do a machine embroidery event, which was really fun, and get to know maybe many of you that are on today watching. If you were there, let me know. That was certainly fun. And then afterwards, Ryan and I decided to extend that trip by a few days, and we got to see some of the most beautiful country there is. If you live in Pennsylvania, upstate New York, Canada, wow, I just got to show you a few pictures of some of the places that we went, because we sure live in a beautiful country, don't we? And there are just different special places, and no matter what part of the country you're in, there's things that make it special. But you've got to see these pictures to believe it. Part of the time, we were actually at close to the Finger Lakes. Okay, has anyone ever, or do you live by Watkins Glen? Look at this. This was amazing. Is that just the most beautiful place you've ever seen? It was heaven. Unbelievable. I never heard about it before. My sister and her husband had been there a few years ago, and they said, "Oh, when you go up to like Seneca Lake area, you got to go to Watkins Glen." So that's my public service announcement to all of you out there today. Go to Watkins Glen. It's amazing. Those pictures, yes, they're beautiful, but in person, it was just phenomenal. And then because we were so close to the border, we went over to Canada for a couple of days. And so, of course, you go there, you got to go to Niagara Falls, right? And there we are, kind of soaked there. Wow, that mist is quite heavy, isn't it? And I hadn't been there myself since I was just a child, probably 10 or 11 years old. And so that was kind of fun to see. And again, another part of this world that was just beautiful in all the ways. And then perhaps one of my favorite things doing up there was just driving along the country roads. Are any of you a country road driver that you just like get the best feeling inside when you're driving the backcountry and you see this farmland and the vineyards? And I think this was right along Seneca Lake as well. And then like every now and then, like a little red barn pops up just in the middle of nowhere. Oh my gosh, just amazing. It did the heart and soul good. So if you're from that neck of the country, my hat is off to you. You're very fortunate. But as I will say, and I can attest, and I think a lot of you too, no matter what part of the country you're in or this world, there are just some phenomenal places, aren't there, to see? Oh, so fun. So that's what I got to do last week. It made me have to do a little pre-recording of What's New Wednesday last week. So that's why it was a lot shorter than normal. And maybe you were thinking, wait a minute, that was like just a few minutes long. But it was so that we could spend some time out there as well. And it was great. All right, so I am glad to be back, though. There's lots to talk about, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and talk about what was new last week that I did mention on that pre-recording. Um, and do show you a little recap reel that our Kelly at Kimberbell does. She always does such a great job of like taking all the information from What's New Wednesday and like honing it down into less than a minute. That's crazy. I don't know how she does it, but she does. And here is what I talked about on that pre-recording last week, which is now available as a download. It's called In All Things Give Thanks. Let's take a look. This is the perfect pillow for this time of the year. Look at this. It just screams fall. Thanksgiving, turkeys, crisp leaves, you name it. It's all in this fun pillow called In All Things Give Thanks. You can find this pillow now as an instant download over at kimberbell.com. You know that I love taking a project like this and finding additional ways to make designs with the same blocks that are in these pillows. Also seen people do beautiful things with these as table toppers as well as wall hangings. So there's lots of options. Whether you're doing this as the pillow itself, which is just so darling and perfect for this time of the year, or you make it into something all your own, check it out at kimberbell.com. Alrighty, so yes, it is available. It launched this last week. Just go to kimberbell.com, click on products, then click on digital downloads. That's where you'll find it. Of course, if you are, you frequent quilt shops and have a favorite quilt shop out there that has an affiliate link, certainly click through their affiliate link before purchasing, and they get some kickback on that. So anyway, kind of exciting. That is now available, the project itself, as well as the optional background quilting bundle, also available at an introductory rate. So check that out. I had to chuckle when Kelly also put together this little 9-second reel. It just made me smile. I think it will for you too. Like I said, it's about 9-10 seconds is all. Kelly herself is starring in it, and oh, is it cute. Again, this is for In All Things Give Thanks, and it comes from a little excerpt from Charlie Brown.
I've fallen in love! The trouble with you, Charlie Brown, is that you fall in love all the time. Every week you fall in love.
Love you, Kelly. I think that was the cutest little reel. The trouble with you, Charlie Brown, is that you fall in love. And she has fallen in love with that pillow. I thought that was pretty darn cute. Speaking of reels, speaking of new projects that are out in shops now, the Nativity Bench Pillow is now out there and people all over are making it. This has just blown us all away. I love that you're loving it, and I love that you're making it and having a great time with it. I've seen and heard so many people that are making multiples of these pillows for gifts and for their families and loved ones and Christmas gifts and you name it. I couldn't think of a better gift to give. So here's another quick little reel on that Nativity Bench Pillow. If you haven't got it yet, there's shops that are selling it, and they would love to be able to send that your way. So let's take a look at one of those reels. Oh, I love it. I love it. She just captured it so well in that reel. You know what? We're on a roll with reels. Let's show you another one that she put together for this Nativity Bench Pillow. All right, so there you have it. Oh my goodness. Again, we've got In All Things Give Thanks that's available now as an instant download. And then the Nativity Bench Pillow that is available now wherever Kimberbell products are sold. Online, in your favorite quilt shop, you name it. What's kind of cool too is that right now, just for a few more days, this is your reminder that if you are looking to do your quilting of that on your embroidery machine with Kimberbell's background quilting files, you can save 20% right now as an introductory pricing for that. And that goes through, I believe, let me just double check. I think it's October 2nd. Yes, it ends October 2nd. So be sure to check that out. We'll put the link to that download in the notes here because, again, you can save 20%. And don't forget what I always say. Yes, you are doing the background quilting for that specific project, but think of all the other projects you could make with all those sizes you receive with the one download of background quilting designs. Pretty awesome. So check that out. Again, that the Nativity Bench Pillow background quilting is on sale through October 2nd. And you guys, I cannot believe that's just literally around the corner. Isn't that crazy? So check it out. All right. Speaking of reels, I love them. I think you love them. We get a lot of traction on those reels when we put them out there on Facebook and such. But we also have another platform that is the perfect place for reels. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, TikTok? Really? TikTok? Isn't that for other stuff? No, there's so many TikTok channels that are related to our craft, to machine embroidery and of Kimberbell. So we have a TikTok channel. We're going to put the link in the notes because if you're on TikTok already, or if you want to think, maybe I'll check it out just for the Kimberbell stuff, right? And I want to see all the reels that Kelly does on all kinds of projects because I don't always show them on here. She has a ton that her and her team put out that I think are just fun. They're fun to watch. You learn something new. You get a quick little like recap of things that you may have missed. You get an up close look and behind the scenes of things. It's all there, and it's always available on TikTok. Yeah, TikTok. So we're going to put a link in the notes here because we'd love for you to join. We'd love for you to join our TikTok channel and follow along there. It's again, sometimes we don't have time for like a 30-minute or 1 hour sit down and watch something, but Kelly works her magic with those reels, I'm telling you, and they're so inspiring in a little nugget of time. Again, usually they're only like less than a minute, sometimes less than 30 seconds. So check it out. Check out the Kimberbell TikTok channel. Oh yes, my friends. We're everywhere. And then you will never miss one of her reels. I think they're pretty awesome. All right. So again, don't forget, Nativity Bench Pillow makes a great gift if you're wanting to make a whole lot more. All right. So here is what else is next on my list of things to talk about. Let's get right to my favorite part, show and tell, or show and tell. Show and tell with Kimberbell. This is where I get to highlight you, and that's what I love. I love seeing what you guys are making and excited about, and it does the whole heart and soul some good for sure. And I hope that it does it for you too, and that you're inspired by the other people that are posting their pictures. If you haven't posted pictures yet, go over to the Kimberbellas and Fellas page. This is where we like to see it all. So what have you been working on this last week or two? Shelly says this is her Christmas version of the confetti topper. Oh, yes. I love it, Shelly. I love it. And I love, Shelly, how you used a panel from our Cup of Cheer fabric line to be that center block. Awesome. Okay. Have you wondered what the confetti table topper is? Oh my gosh, check it out. If you search the hashtag Kimberbell confetti topper, Kimberbell confetti. No, it's Kimberbell confetti, I believe. search that, you'll see a whole slew of confetti toppers that people are making, including this one right here. This is from Lainey. She says, love the confetti topper and the clear blue tiles. If you don't own CBT, which of course stands for clear blue tiles, you should. She says they are fantastic. Thanks, Lainey, for that endorsement. Let's take a look at your Christmas topper. They're all so different, aren't they? And all so beautiful and darling and cute and all the words that describe how really fun and unique each one of those are. Let's look at the back side of her confetti topper because she's showing that she used clear blue tiles to quilt through the other side, and she's got the swirls and the snowflakes. That all came from the essential set of clear blue tiles. Pretty awesome, right? Really easy to do. If you haven't jumped on the clear blue tiles bandwagon yet, it's not too late. You can get all of your quilting done from start to finish, all your projects done on your home embroidery machine. That's crazy, right? You know, I love them, and we use them all the time, and you guys are too, and you're loving it. It's so fun. This is the confetti table topper that started it all. And again, I use clear blue tiles to do it. If you go to the link that we're putting in the notes, I believe that's where you will also find another link to the video on how to make it, as well as a PDF document on making it as well. So check it all out when you get a chance, okay? All right, let's look at what someone else is making. Ooh, here's another topper, but a different kind. This one comes from Cuties, and it's perfect for fall. Linda says she decorated for fall today with her cutie. Linda, that certainly caught my eye because it's just stunning, isn't it? Let's look at that corner there. It says gather, and I love your whole tablescape there, Linda. Oh my goodness. That just inspired me for sure. This is where it comes from. This is the Kimberbell Cuties, Volume 2, July through December. Go ahead and find that wherever Kimberbell products are sold. And then, of course, there's optional background quilting if you'd like. I happen to have that exact topper here with me in my home right now. And I thought, oh gosh, I have to show you. Isn't that gorgeous? And look at the background quilting on that. Just stunning in every way. And now, Linda, because, well, here we go. Whoa, there we are. Because of your tablescape that you showed, guess what I'm doing after What's New Wednesday today? I'm going to set this up and put together the pumpkins and the leaves and all things fall because I'm feeling it. And you inspired me. So thank you for sharing that. Really fun. And you know, that design itself, the gather design, wouldn't that be so cute on other things like a tea towel or apron or a little pillow or something? Possibilities are endless. Okay, here's another one. Let's see. This comes from Mary. She says she did a theme tonight. She says, I'm so excited to put this in my office at work. The design is from the Treats for My Boo event. Mary. Okay, that's super cool, Mary, because, of course, when we first put out this design on that really fun black leather tote, in my mind, I'm like, oh, that's perfect for adding treats and candy and, you know, maybe some pumpkins in there or something. I never thought until now, Mary, because of your picture, how cute it would be as an actual like centerpiece with floral picks in there. It looks like I saw that she said that the witch hats were like part of the floral picks, and then she put candy on the picks as well, and just made it just a stunning centerpiece, right? And I love that you're going to be decorating your office at work with that. Really fun way to use that, don't you all think? Great idea, Mary. Thank you for sharing it. Now, you've also been working hard on falling for autumn. Now, this is cool because, you know, when we put out quilts, we call them featured quilts because they're like a big feature focal thing. I often will see quilts being done and shared maybe a month or 2 or 3 even after the initial project comes out. But with Falling for Autumn, oh my goodness, you guys, you're on it. I don't know if it's the timing of the year and things are, getting cooler and you're like, okay, I'm ready to do it, or you're just inspired to get it going. But tons of people are getting their Falling for Autumn quilts done lickety split. And this just makes me happy. Let's take a look at a few of them. This is Gabe. She says, finally got it finished and hung today. Gabe. Okay, isn't that the perfect setting for her 40 by 40 quilt? Autumn is my favorite color right there. And then she put her autumn display around it. Gabe, it looks beautiful. Congratulations for getting that done before the season, or right there, on time, I should say. Sally is also doing it. She says, I wasn't going to make this one, but I couldn't resist. I really liked it too. Oh, Sally, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And to think that you weren't going to do it and then you got it done so quickly, amazing. I love how yours turned out. Great coloring in there as well. Way to go. And then Shirley, she says she finished her Falling for Autumn wall hanging just in time. Oh, yeah. I did change up a few things. Love doing Kimberbell projects, and I have plenty more to do. Yeah, there's never a lack of that, right? Never a lack of projects from Kimberbell. But I love that you got it done. It's hung. It's ready to celebrate the season. Way to go, Shirley. Congratulations. My hat is off to you. And then finally, this one, Diane, she says, autumn arrived. Thanks, Kimberbell. Love all your designs. And Diane, when you take a look at every piece of goodness that is in that picture, you realize that, yeah, all of that is Kimberbell or Me Time, which is also a side of Kimberbell, Me Time projects. It's awesome. I love that you love it. And boy, does it look good in your home. So thank you for sharing that, Diane. Just awesome. I hope it inspired all of you to get going on your Falling for Autumn projects. And if you haven't started yet, it's not too late. It's not too late. It's never too late to get started. And boy, people are having a lot of fun with that project. This is what you're looking for. This is the Falling for Autumn. It's for machine embroidery, and you have 3 additional bonus projects that you can do in addition to that quilt. And then here is the embellishment kit that you're looking for as well. And the embellishment kit, oh my goodness, come on. It has all those like little chunky acorns and such. Wow, so cute. All right, are you guys working on Falling for Autumn? Yeah, give me a thumbs up if you're working on Falling for Autumn right now. If you're like, no, I'm doing it. I don't care if October is around the corner. I'm gonna get it done. Give me a thumbs up. Or if you have just the best of intentions, give me a thumbs up, a heart, something, letting me know you're working on it. That's pretty cool. All right, what else do we have that you guys are working on? Ooh, here's another fun autumn one. We just talked about it. This is the brand new In All Things Give Thanks. It's the download that we talked about just at the beginning of the show. It's from Sherry. She says she got it finished. She added the cute leaves and made a couple of blocks over. She's now onto the borders. But since that, she's updated it with the borders. Let's take a look at what it looks like. Oh, Sherry, you added back in those maple leaves. Good going, lady. And then she put on that beautiful orange border. Just frames it so nicely too, doesn't it? I'm just going to give a little plug right now. We're going to be talking about it in a few minutes, but just know you're going to want to tune in to Inside the Hoop tomorrow, our new show, because, oh my gosh, we're taking some blocks from In All Things Give Thanks and doing some new things with it too. So that's my little teaser for the next few minutes. All right. Speaking of Inside the Hoop, someone was inspired by episode 1 of Inside the Hoop a few weeks ago. We're going to post the link to that episode here because if you haven't caught it, you want to take a look. But boy, this was awesome to see. It was based on episode 1. Let's see what she did. Nancy, she says she's been watching Kimberbell Inside the Hoop. Lots of great tips, and you can buy a block that is featured that week. Well, Kim showed this beautiful frame done for Christmas with a block from Falling for Autumn. So she had to make one about Halloween. She had so much fun. Oh, Nancy, let's look at that See how she took the blocks, the house blocks, I should say, are from Falling for Autumn, and she made it Halloween. And then that tree with the bench pillow, or the bench pillow, the bench under it. I bet you know what that's from. That's from Twilight Boulevard. But let's take another look at the houses and how she changed that up. Again, you guys, this is all from Falling for Autumn, but it's reimagined with some different kinds of fabrics that just scream Halloween. Look at the ghost fabric she has on that house. I love this. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy you shared this, because this takes us right into my next segment of today's What's New Wednesday, which is the Inside the Hoop show. Okay. How many of you have started watching that? Give me a thumbs up, or mention it in the comments that you have started watching. We've only had 2 episodes so far. A couple weeks we did episode 1, which we did those house blocks in frames. All right. And I'm going to show you a picture of that here in just a minute. And then episode 2 was last week, and Ginger and Deanna took that over completely because I was out of town. And they did the cutest set of designs with the truck block. Oh, good. You are watching it. Let's see. Bonnie says it's very inspiring. Yay. That's our hope. That's our hope. Let's see. Patricia says, yep. She's been watching it. Kathy says, nope. You just flew by, Kathy. Patricia says, love the new show. Eager for tomorrow's. Okay. I'm so glad. Melinda says, yes, I watch, and you do fabulous stuff. Thank you, Melinda. Cute and inspirational. Well, that is our hope, certainly. And if you're sitting here going, what in the world is she talking about? What is inside the hoop? Oh, let me tell you. Okay. So basically what we're doing is on, Wednesdays, we're doing What's New Wednesday. Thursdays, we're doing what we call Inside the Hoop. And this is going to be every Thursday, with few exceptions, and we'd let you know if it was canceled for some reason. But every Thursday, and it's myself and Deanna and Ginger and maybe some guests every now and then too. And we do kind of a show that's live. Okay, so you never know what's going to happen. That's the scary thing about live, you guys. There are no retakes, and there's no like, oh, rewind, let's say that over again. So you never know what's going to be said or happen, or glitches or whatever. But it's every Thursday. And again, it's live. It's on Facebook and YouTube. And as of right now, it's at noon every Thursday. Things might change a little bit here soon, but we'll keep you posted on that. Okay. Tomorrow it will be noon Mountain Time on Thursday. Okay. Anyway, so episode 1, we did this house block that she mentioned earlier. So let me pull up a picture, because if you missed it, it's not too late to watch. You can go back, and we're going to put the link to those episodes here in the notes. Oh, here it is. Here's Deanna, Ginger, and I. It's the new show called Inside the Hoop. And boy, are we having fun with it. But if you watched episode 1, we did a thing where we're calling it Buy a Block. Now, buy a block is the idea behind that is that we will take like a big quilt, and if you haven't purchased that big quilt and just want to dip your toe in the water and see what Kimberbell machine embroidery is like, then you can purchase just one of those blocks that come from that quilt. It's called Buy a Block. Makes sense, right? So now you have the opportunity to go, oh, I want to try this. Before like going, oh, I want to go all in with this big quilt, right? Sometimes we just not want that small little project. But the good news is that if you already have that quilt, then you have more ways of using the projects or the blocks within that quilt. So episode 1, going back to those houses, this is the choke cherry house that came from the quilt Falling for Autumn. And instead, we just took the one house block the same exact house block, and I turned it into Christmas houses all in a row and framed them. So think about that. Let's think back to Nancy's comment where she did the same thing. This makes me so happy. But she did it in Halloween fabrics, right? So here it is again from the show. And here it is, all said and done, 4 little houses in a row. You buy the one choke cherry block. You can still buy that, by the way. It's only $5. And now you could have the cutest little Christmas decoration for your home, right? We just switched it up in Christmas fabrics, framed it, and it's a little less intimidating maybe than doing a whole quilt. So that's kind of the premise of the Buy a Block program. And every now and then, not every week, but we're going to switch it up all the time on the show, Inside the Hoop. But that first week, you had that chance to buy Inside or the choke cherry block, and you still do. It's still available, okay, for a quick download. So that's what we did. That's what you were inspired by. Thank you so much for sharing that. Now, week 2, when I was not there, we did a really fun block. This one was actually Ginger's baby, so to speak, and she showed how to take, again, one of the blocks from that quilt, Falling for Autumn. It's the truck block. It's the hay rides block, and she put it onto a little t-shirt and a big t-shirt. Let's look at that. Oh, look at her little grandson there. Little Riker. How cute is he? But little Riker has a special name, a special nickname for his grandpa. And if any of you watched it, do you remember what his nickname was? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. You got it. You got it. His nickname lovingly was, oh, where'd it go? Poops. Linda nailed it. Poops. Yep. Everyone's saying, yep, that was a cute episode. Grandpa's name was Poops. Now, do you think, isn't that the cutest thing? Do you think there's anything out there, any t-shirt, any keychain, any mug, anything personalized that says Poops? Probably not. Okay. So in week's 2 episode, she talked about personalization and how you can do that with software in your machine, and where to place it on the shirt, how to embroider on the t-shirt, and all that kind of thing. All right, kind of cool. So again, if you haven't watched episode 2, which was last week, it's not too late. Go click on the link of episode 2, and now you can learn about that whole story. Now, these episodes are less than 30 minutes. Okay, last week's was about 20 minutes. So it's just that quick little, inspiration, right? That shot in the arm, like, hey, I can do that. And that's a fun idea. And learn something new while you're at it. So as I told you, these shows are live. Okay, no going back and re-saying something that we didn't mean to. And but it's also a mix of pre-recorded segments that we have done in my sewing room. So Ginger and Deanna will come over right here and we'll work on the projects to be prepared for Thursday's show. So we try to teach you, something new, as well as just being purely comical and entertaining. I don't know. We try. Anyway, so there's a good mix of both, and we hope you enjoy the show. So join me tomorrow with Ginger and Deanna, because we have a whole new way of looking at the project of the download that we talked about today and last week, called In All Things Give Thanks. And with that episode, we're also going to talk about choosing fabrics and colors that might not be your traditional fabric choices for, say, pumpkins, for example. And the 3 of us have taken the In All Things Give Thanks pillow, and we've made 3 very different projects from it with different colors, and we hope you're inspired by it. So join us tomorrow for that. Now, with all that being said, I want to show you a little clip. It's just a little, it's not from tomorrow's episode. It's from last week's episode because I want to inspire you to make something on a t-shirt. Okay. I'm going to show you a video clip from last week's episode. It's not very long because I'm going to actually cut it off. I'm such a tease. I'm going to cut it off at a certain point because I want you to actually go, if that interests you, I want you to go back and watch the full segment. All right. But here is where we're talking about what 3 stabilizers we feel are the best ones to use when embroidering onto a t-shirt or onto a knit. If you've ever wondered that, we're going to show you what they are. And then we're going to go into a little bit of placement as well. And then I'm just going to cut it off. So you're going to see how kind of the pre-recorded segments work in my sewing room and how we combine it with our regular Inside the Hoop show. You want to take a look? It's just a minute long. Let's see what we did. Okay, this is from episode 2. So cute. So what you're doing now, of course, is
I'm trying to figure out where I want to place it. Do I want it in the middle? Do I want it kind of over here like a pocket?
Yeah. I don't know. So this is for poops.
This is for poops.
Or pops.
Yep.
Poops, pops, poops.
I'm going to do kind of like a little pocket.
Okay.
And these are just, t-shirts from your favorite t-shirt store. You don't even have to get a fancy t-shirt.
Oh my gosh, adorable. What I did here while you're doing that is I've got a shiny side facing up over here. So I'm going to score it just to peel this paper away so that all that remains is the sticky back, right? And this way we can do what we call floating a design instead of actually hooping the design, which is kind of nice.
Tricky, yeah.
Right?
I like that.
Okay. So you got poops taken care of.
I got poops taken care of. So now
who do you have now?
We'll handle Rikers.
Little Rikers. He is going to love
he's gonna go bananas. He's gonna be so excited to have a shirt that matches Grandpa's.
You just wait because you might not. I told you, don't kill the messenger. I told you I'd cut it off. But I hope that gives you a little glimpse into the type of shows that Inside the Hoop will consist of and the type of content that it will consist of. We also have a special little guest on tomorrow's episode. So I can't wait for you to be a part of that. Join us tomorrow at noon Mountain Time on Facebook or YouTube and see how Deanna and Ginger and I changed one of those downloads into something totally new and different. All right. So before I go, there's a couple more announcements I want to make. And then, of course, we got to do the giveaway, right? Got to do the giveaway. So the first one is, did you know, holy moly macaroni, we are, of course, right on the cusp of going into October, which is crazy. Let me see if I have a picture here. Oh, maybe I don't have one. Hold on. Okay. I don't have it. Anyway, we are going into October, which means there's going to be a new digital dealer exclusive. Maybe I can pull this up real quick. Let me see if I can find it. Maybe not. Okay. There's a new digital dealer exclusive that's coming out, and that is for the bat jar toppers. I'll show it to you next week. The bat jar toppers, and think about like the jar toppers that we had for the holiday jar toppers with the snowman and the Santa Claus and the elves and such. We actually have a bat, and it's a cute bat because I know bats are not cute. I don't want a bat around me, but a bat jar topper, oh yes, it's darling. And I will show you that next week. You'll also be seeing it on social media here very shortly. But it is the cutest darn little thing. And the link is in the notes again on how you can find all the digital dealer exclusives, how you can find shops that are participating in digital dealer exclusives, because that's the only way you can receive this design is going through a shop that is. And how cute the bat jar topper is. Oh my goodness, I can't wait for you to see it. So if that is interesting to you, ask your shop if they are participating, or find one online that is. It's never too late to join that program and be able to get that design. So check it out. That's coming up. It will begin. It's October's design, so you'll get it here very, very shortly. And then the next one, next little piece of news that I want to share with you is, can you believe this, you guys? I can't believe this. The unboxing of the brand new Bella box is like next week. Okay, you know that the Bella box comes out 2 times a year, and it is a box, a nice big bright orange box. How many of you have the Bella box? Okay. I hope that this unboxing next week will inspire you to jump right on those projects and get them done, because you know what the theme is? The theme of this next Bella box is called Season of Gifting. Season of Gifting. And oh my goodness, just when you think the Bella box couldn't get any better, I'm telling you right now, this one takes it right over the top. And I'm not just saying that. You will be amazed, and you will have the opportunity to see it for yourself and decide, do I want to subscribe to the Bella box, or is this Bella box something I'm going to skip? I'm telling you now, you're not going to want to skip it, because the projects in there are so giftable and perfect for the season, and it's going to be amazing. So I cannot wait for you to see that. And I feel so fortunate because you know Tori at MeTime. You can find more, metimedelivered.com. Okay. It's a I guess sister company of Kimberbell. She oversees the Bella box, and she is like one creative lady in all senses of the word. Okay. And she said, Kim, will you come on with me to unbox the Bella box? So then people can decide for themselves, is this for me or is this not for me? Okay. I think it's going to be for you. I promise you. I'm just saying, there's one project in particular that I cannot wait for you to see, because you're going to go, whoop, gotta have it. Okay. Anyway, a Bella box will have all these projects in there, and it'll have all the fabrics and all the things that you need to make it. Julie, she says, okay, Kim, you are good at building up the anticipation. I hope so, because it really is amazing. So I want you to join me and Tori next Tuesday, October 3rd, for the reveal, the unveiling, the unboxing, whatever you want to call it, of the new Bella box. Okay. You'll have time after that reveal to decide if it's for you or if it's not. Here's the other piece of good news that I'm excited to share with you. When you are on Facebook and you go over to, we put a link, oh, I just saw it. You will actually, when you register for the reveal of the Bella box, okay, it's not like you have to register to see it, because anyone will be able to see it. But if you set yourself as a reminder, it's a link that will take you to an event page, and you just click on, join event or something like that. Anyway, it just means that you're going to get a little reminder the day of that says, hey, just here's your reminder that at 10 a.m. Mountain Time, Kim and Tori are going to reveal the Bella box. Okay. When you sign up for that, so I suggest today doing that. When you sign up for that, you actually are going to be entered to win a prize from MeTime. Yep, you're going to want to do it. Okay. And they're going to give away a couple prizes that day. One is just from the people who registered to watch the Bella Box reveal. Okay. And that's what you can do through the link that we're putting in the notes right now. Oh, it looks like some of you have already signed up. Awesome. So you're already entered. If you're not on Facebook, it's okay. You're going to find this reveal on YouTube as well. And the day of, I think you're going to find it on the YouTube. Anyone from Meantime, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty certain you would. But then the second way you can win is just simply that day watching the show and watching our unboxing. All right. So check it out. Next Tuesday, mark your calendars, October 3rd, 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Again, Tori and I will be showing you everything in this upcoming Bella Box. You are not going to want to miss it. Just saying right now, you're not going to want to miss. Pretty cool. All right. So that is that. I think that's all for today. It was a loaded show, wasn't it? Lots of things to talk about, but there always is. So grateful to have you join us for this every week. And thank you from the bottom of my heart and everyone else at Kimberbell for your support. It means the world. All right. Before we end, though, there's a giveaway. So you noticed in the little video clip I played from episode 2 of Inside the Hoop, there were 3 stabilizers that I talked about or that was shared on hooping, the best way of hooping t-shirts and what stabilizers to use. Okay. So those 3 stabilizers was first, it was having a wash away sticky back we felt was a good option. Okay. There's lots of ways to do this. This is what we've experienced as working really, really well. Okay. A wash away sticky back. So then you can float your design, not have to hoop the t-shirt. The second is a fusible backing, which is going to help prevent puckering on your shirt. And it also is perfect for stitching when you're stitching knits to keep those fibers of the knits together, not split. So fusible backing is the second stabilizer. And the third stabilizer that we talked about was called Silky Soft Fusible Backing. And that's something that we place inside the shirt after all the stitching is said and done. You place it behind your design and it stays there permanently. You fuse it on, okay, Silky Soft Fusible Backing. And you place it on there because then it stays in there so that, especially for our little ones, but also us big people who don't want like the back of the design to scratch our skin, scratch against our skin, it just protects that. It's like it forms a barrier between the design and your skin, and it's phenomenal for doing t-shirts, okay? Or any type of article of clothing, I should say. All right. So, I mean, it goes through the wash, you name it. So those 3 stabilizers are, I think, a must-have when doing clothing. Okay. So we're going to give 3 of those away, and all 3 of those away to 2 different people. Okay. And this is what you have to answer. Here, let me pull it up. Write in the comments below on YouTube or Facebook, whenever you see this between now and Friday, because Friday morning we'll make the announcement of the winners. This is the question. It's pretty simple. Tell us something from today's show, What's New Wednesday show, that piqued your interest. That's it. I just want to know, like, what made you go, ooh, I want to learn more about that. Or I think I'm going to download that. Or I think I'm going to try that. I'm going to stitch that. I'm going to try my hand at this. Or maybe I'm interested in tomorrow's Inside the Hoop show. Whatever we talked about, maybe you're going to now find a shop that's doing digital dealer exclusives because you want to see, or you want to do the bat jar, okay? The bat jar table topper. Any of those things, what piqued your interest? Because we would love to hear it. And there you go. Look, guess what I just saw on my end? Someone from Kimberbell, I think his name might be Andrew, said, wait a minute, I've got a picture of the bat jar topper. I can put that on there for you. Look what he did. Thank you, Andrew, or whoever it was that put that up there. Thank you. That is the bat jar topper. I'm telling you, isn't that as cute as can be? And it can fit right there on that mason jar, and you could put all sorts of goodies in there, candies, treats. Heavens, little lights would be so cute. You name it. Maybe it's a cookie mix like they show in that picture. It comes in 2 sizes, and that is the digital dealer exclusive you're going to want to find. So check that out. Find a shop that's doing that. Thank you, Kimberbell, whoever did that. Thanks for sharing that picture. All right, so there you have it. Oh, one more thing I was going to mention. If you go back and watch episode 2 from last week of Inside the Hoop, here's just telling you right now, the first minute of the show, do not be alarmed that there is no sound. For whatever reason, I'm telling you, these things are live. So for whatever reason out there, something went wonky with the sound. So about the first minute of the show, stick with us, because whatever they said in that first minute, they're going to repeat. So no worries, you didn't miss anything. But I don't want anyone to go, oh, wait a minute, I thought this had actual sound. It doesn't on episode 2. So just know it's there. Just stick with it. And in about a minute and a few seconds into it, all of a sudden, everything works the way it should. So be patient with that is all I say. All I have to say, right? All right, everyone. Well, my goodness. Thank you for joining me today. I'm so excited that you guys are inspired to try something new. It's wonderful. People are saying that the Bella box reveal is getting them excited. Someone mentioned that they want to learn more about the silky soft fusible backing. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Linda says she's interested in Inside the Hoop for next week she wants to see all the different takes that we did on that pillow project, because we made 3 very different things that you're going to find. We also, tomorrow's episode, we also go into this closet. Let me see. This closet right there. And we dig into my fabric stash. It's kind of fun. So if you want to see my closet, which is, a closet that has a whole lot of scrap fabric in it, we dig into that and we pull different fabric combinations for different uses of tomorrow's project. So, there's a little teaser for you. All right. Oh, people are excited to hear more about the backings. Yep, for the t-shirts. Yeah, I like it. It's going to be a fun show. Guaranteed you're going to want to watch. Again, 12 noon tomorrow. All right. I think that's it, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. We will announce the winners of this giveaway. 2 different winners are going to win all 3 of those stabilizers. We'll announce those Friday morning, as we always do. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and keep experiencing the joy of creativity. Bye-bye.